This is the best time ever to be a cartoonist. It is like a target-rich environment out there, and social media, of course, is one of the major modes of communication, and they are perfect because they distill the complex world down to these very concise little nuggets. They're visual, good stuff on the web, and also they have the potential to be funny, so lots of people take chances. And as a result, for example, my cartoons are more read now around the globe than ever before. When you're a cartoonist, or actually any artist, and you want to go to a museum and you want to learn about an artist, it really is important to find out, to see some of their early work. And so what I would like to do is show you a piece of my early work, because it's really revealing about the artist. So here is a cartoon I did when I was 6 years old. But here's the thing about the cartoon that you guys need to take notice of. At age 6, all of you in this room were drawing. You were all cartoonists. And what you were trying to do was to capture the complex world of grown-ups in lines. And I believe this ability to draw is etched in each of our DNA. You only have to look at the ancient cave drawings down in Spain and France. You only have to look at the inside the temples and the tombs of the pyramids, where all these line drawings are etched on the wall. Throughout history, man has tried to do that. So really, as now you're going to become cartoonists, think of yourselves as professional 6-year-olds. One of the questions people are going to ask you as a cartoonist is, where do you get your ideas from? So the thing is that, one of the things about being a cartoonist is, that journalistic element means that you have to keep up with so many things that are going on in the world. We have to be topical. We have to be on top of the news, including, of course, the issues of Brexit going on today. To me, that's one of the biggest challenges. At the same time, one of the biggest privileges of the job is to have the time to be keeping up with what's going on in the world. There was a press conference in Moscow this morning, and Putin was asked this question: President Putin, how do you respond to the recent turmoil in the White House? Putin thought for a second. He thought about it some more. He was really kind of chewing around what exactly he wanted to say, and it was really kind of throwing him just a little bit, but he did finally kind of pull himself together, got himself back up, took a deep breath, and his response was, no comment. Time to do some drawing. All right, we're gonna have some fun here. This is a great exercise, no matter how you feel about Donald Trump, because I'm gonna give you the opportunity to make this a pro-Trump cartoon or a not pro-Trump cartoon. Let's get your pages ready, and we'll do it step by step. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the top here. We're going to do a smile at the top. That's him counting his money. We're going to do 2 lines like this that represents the wall. We're going to have 2 arrows, one going like this, an arrow going like this. That represents the both sides of every issue he's been on and during the course of his lifetime. Then we're going to have a heart that represents his loves. So then we're going to go down here we're going to do an oval. We've got a big oval and 2 horizontal lines. And this is the real emotional part. This is the bit where you can really get. I have a thick marker, but you guys got pens. You're going to dig in there. You're going to really push yourself in there. You're going to get inside of his head, okay? You're going to push, push, push. Dig, 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 dig. All right, pull, pull, pull. There we go. We're going to get something just like that. Then you're going to go underneath. You're going to put a little echo underneath it like this. We're going to do another little echo like this. Then we're going to put a dot halfway between these two, just a dot on your piece of paper like this. And we're going to start here. And this is going to be the most Trumpian part of the whole exercise. You're going to do a letter U. It's going to be a huge U, the biggest U you've ever seen, the most magnificent and perfect U the world has ever experienced here in Hagen. Okay, so we got that. We got our big thing. We're going to just grab it at the end of the nose. I'm going to drop a line down, drop a line like this. And then we're going to go to his hair. We're going to comb it forward, 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 comb it forward. And there we go. We got that. So his ears don't stick out so much, but we'll just give a little hint of the ears here. Then we're going to take a line here, drop it straight down, put a little flip at the end there, line down, a little flip at the end here. Today you're going to do a shoulder, you're going to do a bicep, and then you're going to do an arm for the strong man, okay? If that's not quite what you're feeling, I'm going to give you another option. You can do a circle, a triangle, and then a string for the hot air balloon, okay? So those are your 2 options. Just before I left the UK in the late 1980s, A Palestinian cartoonist was assassinated on the streets of London because of his cartoons. And what most people forget in the West is how potent cartoons are and freedom of expression is, and how lucky we are to have it, because most places in the world would not tolerate it. In fact, to be honest, in most places in the world, we couldn't even have this meeting. The police would march in, you'd disappear, you'd be arrested, and I'd disappear never to be seen again, and our crime is making fun of the leaders, which you can't do. There was a recent report that came out by this group called Freedom House that assesses press freedom around the world. Only 14% of the world's population live in a place where there's freedom of the press. And that almost perfectly overlaps with the places where cartoonists can draw their head of state. So, here we are in a situation where we take for granted these opportunities. And really, it's only been a virtual nanosecond in the history of mankind where these freedoms have been available to people. So, as a result, now that we are brothers and sisters in the cartoon world, I hope to feel that it is incumbent upon us to protect those freedoms, those abilities to say what we think. And also to be, if you hear the voices of politicians who would like to silence this stuff, including those in the West, that you would stand by my side to stop that from happening.